Hi guys, welcome to Mother Moon Tarot. This is going to be the June reading for Taurus. So guys, it's really sunny here today, so hopefully you can see me and see the cards okay. I was pre-shuffling on your energy before we came on camera, as I always do. And the message that I got for you guys for this month is don't get lost in your thoughts this month, okay? There could be a tendency this month with Gemini season to really kind of like get into your own thoughts and get into your own your own head and kind of really kind of overthink things. Gemini season is very much to do with like kind of communicating with people, so and making sure you're having the right communication with the right people. So definitely not a month to get lost in your thoughts. Obviously think about things before you communicate to people, but make sure that you do just enough of it and don't get completely caught up in your own head. But yeah, definitely communication is key this month. But let's see what comes out in your cards anyway. So let's have a little look and see, Taurus. Okay, so what does Taurus need to know for June, please? What does Taurus need to know for June? What does Taurus need to know for June, please? What does Taurus need to know for June? What does Taurus need to know for June? What does Taurus need to know for June? Okay. So, what does Taurus need to know for June, please? What does Taurus need to know for June? What does Taurus need to know for June? Ooh. Okay, so we have this one, and that is you. Okay, let's have a little look. So as always, guys, I like to just double check, look at the cards and take a few minutes to kind of put the messages together for you guys. So you can always, skip ahead. You don't have to wait for me. Let's have a little look. Okay. Okay, so guys, your underlying energy I got was the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups, but in the reverse. So I feel like this month there is a definite kind of, there's a feeling of you wanting to kind of move forward with things. You're waiting for your ships to kind of come in with things. You're kind of standing at almost this kind of gateway and wanting to kind of move forward, but there's a little bit of kind of, there's a waiting that's needed, okay? So I feel like you're definitely contemplating a lot of wanting to move forward and how you're going to move forward and how things are going to, what things you're going to leave behind, what things you're going to kind of take with you. But there's an Ace of Pentacles here, so that definitely speaks to, new opportunities kind of coming in. It's been divinely kind of guided. So there's definitely new options kind of coming your way. The Pentacles is all to do with, your core and essentials in life. So your home environment, your work, your job, your career, finances, family, and those, friends who you would kind of call family as well. So there's definitely new opportunities kind of coming your way with this month in terms of those things. There's a need for balance this month. So like I was saying, make sure that you're balancing, thinking about things, but not only that, balancing out with not getting too caught up in your head. Okay. But there's a need for balance in terms of your kind of, your core kind of, your kind of core things in life. So whether that be a balance between work and family, whether that be a balance between like finances and socializing, with friends, there's a need for some sort of balance here this month. So make sure that you don't discount that. And then you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like this Ten of Cups, the energy that I'm getting from this card is that this Ten of Cups energy it's here for the taking, but it's not going to be in June. I feel like this is kind of, it's not that you're not going to get the Ten of Cups, this abundance, with emotions and feelings or a love situation or a passionate new endeavor that is on the horizon for you. But it's not going to be in June, I feel. I feel like this is kind of energies that are going to be kind of upcoming, as long as you put the work in June in terms of balancing yourself first, and this Pentacle, is here for the taking along with this Ten of Cups, but it's energy that's kind of working its way through the month, and I feel like this is kind of going to be after June, that is going to turn up into the upright for you. Okay, so there is that for the taking. It's just that it's not quite here just yet. You need to do a bit of work on yourself in terms of balancing things out for yourself this month. So yeah, it is brilliant energy, a lot of positive energy there as well. And don't get caught up by the fact that this is in reverse. It is simply that I feel like it's not here just yet for you, but it is on the horizon, okay? But let's get into your main spread anyway. So you start off the month with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands wands are about action. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you are kind of sitting, you're sitting pretty, you've kind of got a lot of things that have kind of come into fruition already. I feel like you're sitting and you're waiting for something to kind of come in. That's how I feel. It's like queens and kings, that they've done the work, they're sitting on their throne. They've done a lot of work on themselves. They have built their way up. You can see she's got a sunflower as well. Sunflowers are all to do with being on the right path, the right life path, and that as well. So she's got her familiar, she's got her sunflower, so she's definitely on the right path with things. But there's still a want for action in terms of bringing the rest of what they want for their life. And I definitely feel like that's got a lot to do with here, that energy that you have here in your underlying energy, which was the Three of Wands. Waiting for your ships to kind of come in with something, and wanting to kind of walk through that gateway and take action, but you're just feeling like there's a want to move forward, there's a want to take action, but there's a little bit more work to do yet before you can kind of take that action. That's how I'm feeling at the start of the month. But you're definitely, you're embodying that queen energy, so that you're very close to that, okay? Which is probably another reason why, you've got that Ten of Cups in reverse, because, you're embodying this energy. There's a little bit of work left to do before this can turn up into the upright, okay? So yeah, and the reason I say that is because you have the World of Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is all about that kind of that wheel starting to turn and starting to move forward, that forward momentum, things starting to change, take a new direction, so that's a wonderful energy to be harnessing, because with that Queen of Wands energy, like I said, this is wanting to take action, and the wheel is starting to turn for you in that area. So I love that energy for you, because it means that you're moving forward. And I feel like you're taking it at the right pace. You're taking it at the right pace with this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, so you're taking it at the right pace. I feel like there's a little bit of like a feeling of you wanting it to move a little bit faster, but don't push it, because it is working for you in divine timing, okay? So just take that and roll with it how it flows, okay? The next card you had out then was the Tower, and it's in reverse, which is brilliant. Now, the reason I say that is because, Tower moments, they're not always bad. They come in for a reason, to knock something out that wasn't serving you in the right way. So I feel like, you may have just been kind of coming out of that energy towards the start of the month, or there could be something in the first kind of couple of weeks of June that, they come in and kind of knock you off kilter a little bit, or like I said, you might be getting in your head too much, which is kind of causing you to have a little bit of doubt, or a little bit of kind of like a Tower moment within your own kind of mentality of, okay, is this going to work? I'm not sure if this is gonna, pay out, or I don't know if this is gonna work out for me. And you're kind of self-doubting yourself a little bit because you're getting in your head too much. So I do feel like that is kind of the energy that this Tower card in reverse is kind of presenting. It's kind of like a, that Tower moment, it's almost like that Tower moment isn't actually here, okay? It's not actually happening. It's just that, in the reverse, it feels like it's almost like an illusion of a tower. So you're feeling like there could be a Tower moment, but you don't need to worry, okay? I feel like that Tower moment is either past, or it's just something that you're kind of going through in your own mentality, and you need to kind of just get out of that energy, because, you've got the Wheel of Fortune on your side there, so things are moving for you. Don't get caught up in thinking that something is going to go wrong, or getting caught up in your own, overanalyzing your own thoughts and kind of doubting yourself with things, okay? The next card you had out then was the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with a situation to do with love, emotions or feelings, to do with either a partner, to do with a friendship, a family member, or it could be a co-worker as well, whereby you are, you're feeling like you want like this kind of abundance of, you want this abundance of kind of love or emotions or feelings, or you're kind of, you're wanting your kind of your cup to be kind of filled up, and you're wanting to kind of maybe possibly, you know, move forward or take action with something to do with, you know, love or friendship, or, you know, a relationship between you and another person. That can be work, friends, family, or partnership as well. Okay. So it doesn't have to be necessarily love, but you're wanting to maybe take action with this. It could also be something like a new passionate kind of endeavor, or a new passionate project that you have in mind. Okay. So it doesn't have to necessarily be a person. It can be a situation or a project that you want to kind of get going with, but you're kind of wanting to take that action. But this is in the reverse at the moment. So, okay. So I feel like definitely June is a month for kind of, like I said before, thinking things through in your head and kind of formulating a plan for yourself, and kind of, you know, getting your kind of, you know, getting your list of things to do in order, or the things that you want to put in place, getting that in order for yourself in your own head, but not overthinking it. Because if you overthink it, then obviously you're going to start kind of doubting yourself, and that tower moment is going to come. So it's, yeah, it's definitely, like I said, there is a definite balance needed, okay, with those scales to really balance out your kind of thoughts, and your plan about certain things this month, because I do feel like this is going to turn into the upright for you in the near future, but it's just not here yet in June. Okay, and you know, especially with that kind of Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Cups that you had in reverse in your underlying energy, I do feel, you know, you're going from the Ace to the Ten of Cups, but I feel like you're it's not happening for you specifically in June yet, where these turn into the upright. It's the fact that you need to take the time to really think about how you want things to be before these can turn into the upright and come into fruition for you. And like I said, if you're over analyzing your own thoughts, if you're doubting yourself with those things, then those things are going to stay in the reverse and they're not going to come in fruition. So there's definitely a need for balance for you this month in terms of your emotions, your feelings, a passionate new project, you know, possibly in a love relationship as well, like I said. But there is a want to kind of take action with that. But like I said, you just need to kind of go with the flow of that Wheel of Fortune. Keep at the right pace and don't overanalyze things too much, okay? And those things will then start to kind of move forward for you. I feel like it's going to be, you know, like kind of in the next couple of months, okay? But yeah, it's still wonderful energy to have because you have it there for the taking. It's just that it's not going to happen just yet in June. So it's lovely to know that that energy is going to be coming up for you, okay? So please don't take it in a negative way. The next card then you had out was the Seven of Wands. So I do feel like, yeah, you're definitely, you know, you're battling, you're almost like, you're battling all these kind of like, these kind of burdens or these issues or these kind of, I feel like the energy that you're kind of taking on here is that you're battling a lot of kind of like your internal kind of thoughts or your internal kind of want to take action on things. So there's maybe a lot of things that you're kind of having to deal with at the moment. Okay, so you could be dealing a lot with, you know, different avenues of life. So you could be dealing with maybe, you know, trying to figure out where you're going to move to, trying to figure out where you're, you know, how you're going to, you know, balance your job. You know, there's a lot of kind of like, you're thinking about a lot of different things. Okay, and those things are kind of a lot of, you're having to battle through each one about thinking about each one. Okay, so that's kind of causing you a little bit of kind of mental kind of anxiety a little bit. Okay, and like I said, there's that want to kind of move forward, that kind of a little bit of anxiety of wanting to kind of move forward quicker, but you're still having to battle through all these things in your head. So like I said, you may be overanalyzing this month. Don't let that kind of happen. You know, try and balance that energy out with, you know, thinking about things to a certain point, but not overanalyzing them. Okay, so you are battling through those things this month. It may be a tough month, you know, with regards to that, in terms of being able to try and balance yourself out. So, you know, meditation is always kind of helpful for, you know, really kind of get in touch with yourself. You know, so doing a lot of that is going to be beneficial for you as well. Okay. And then you have the Four of Wands. You have the Four of Wands in reverse. So again, I feel like this is energy that is upcoming, but it's not in June. Okay, so you know, you have a lot of kind of energies here that are like, it's in, you know, it's in the near future. It is kind of coming up for you down the line, the next kind of couple of months. But June is very much the month for kind of getting yourself in gear. Okay, so getting your headspace in gear. And like I said, thinking about things, communicating things within yourself almost, but not pushing forward with action just yet, and not over analyzing your thoughts as well. Okay, so yeah, so you know, when this is in the upright, you know, that is the 1111. It is the gateway card. Okay, and it matches very well with this kind of 3 of Wands that you had here. Okay, from the 3 to the 4. Okay, so you know, you're kind of waiting for your ships to come in here, and then this is the fruition. This is the gateway. You know, you're happy. You know, this can sometimes speak to a happy ever after card. It can speak to marriage. It can speak to partnership. It can speak to you know, 1111, the right life path. You know, it's a very powerful number, that 1111. Okay, so you know, the fact that it is in the reverse and this is in the upright, it's like you're thinking about kind of moving forward and how you want to move forward. You're planning it and you're contemplating it. It's not just here yet, but it is in the works for you, and it's for the taking definitely in the next kind of couple of months. I feel like you're going to be then being able to, if you take the time this month to really kind of ground yourself and really think about things, you know, and put everything in order for yourself in your own head, then that is going to pay off for you later on down the line, you know, with this this kind of 10 of Cups kind of coming into play and turning into the upright position, and then this 4 of Wands then turning into the upright position. So there's definitely a lot of really abundant energy kind of coming up for you guys in the next kind of couple of months. Like I said, it's just that, yeah, June is definitely a month for contemplation and thinking things through, planning things, not over analyzing things, going with the flow of the pace that this month is kind of taking you on with that Wheel of Fortune card. Okay, so yeah, and then in the next couple of months, then you're going to start to see that kind of abundance and that kind of turnaround with that wheel is definitely going to kind of turn around the rest of those cards, and they are going to start to move into the upright position for you. So although a lot of cards in reverse, beautiful energy to be having this month, guys. So yeah, just definitely take it easy this month, you know. Like I said, do a lot of meditation, do a lot of kind of inner work on kind of, you know, putting your kind of your ideas and your thoughts in place, organize yourself, you know, but don't take action yet, is definitely the feeling I'm getting for you. Okay. And yeah, don't get caught up in your own head with things. So yeah, lovely energy to be having. I'm just going to clarify a few. So I'm going to clarify the Tower in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so why is the Tower in reverse here, please? Why is the Tower in reverse, please? Oh, too many. Let's take this one. Okay. Tower. Okay, so why is the Cups in reverse? The Ace of Cups in reverse here, please? Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse here for Taurus? Why is the Ace of Cups? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and why is the 4 of Wands here in reverse for Taurus, please? Why is the 4 of Wands here in reverse for Taurus? Why is the 4 of Wands here in reverse for Taurus? Why is the 4 of Wands? Oh, wait a flipper. There we go. Okay, so to clarify the Tower in reverse, okay, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I definitely feel like the Page of Wands is he's a little bit like an immature kind of energy, but he wants to take action. Okay, so he's on, you can see he's on his journey there. Okay, so he's wanting to kind of move forward, but he's having to wait for this, you know, his cat here. Okay, so he's wanting to push forward, he's wanting to take action. Like I said, that's the energy I was feeling for you. You're wanting to take action, you're wanting to try to push ahead with something, but this card is warning you maybe to kind of, you know, to not do that, because if you do that, then there may be a Tower moment. Okay, so don't rush on ahead with things. Okay, this Tower card came straight out after the Wheel of Fortune, so I definitely feel like with this Page of Pentacles here, sorry, Page of Wands, you definitely need to hold off on wanting to rush forward with action, because things are working through in divine timing. The wheel is starting to turn. Don't push it. Okay, so yeah, definitely take the time to kind of think about things, but don't rush forward in action. Okay, for the Ace of Cups in reverse, you got the 8 of Wands. So I definitely feel like when it comes to this emotions, these feelings, and this kind of Ace of Cups is in the reverse, the reason that this seems to be in the reverse and it's not in the upright, is because you are kind of, there's there's some sort of kind of like mental block here, okay? So like the Eight of Swords is all to do with kind of issues and kind of burdens and kind of mental kind of blocks that are there that are almost like they are an illusion. You feel like they're real, you know, you feel like there's all these negative kind of things that are linked to this these emotions and feelings, like maybe kind of like negative ways of thinking or negative kind of patterns that you may have about certain like your emotions and your feelings, or to do with like your love or partnerships, but these are actually only in your own head, okay? So again, there's that kind of over analyzing of your own thoughts. So don't allow yourself to get caught up, like I said, in your own thoughts, because all these kind of swords and these kind of burdens, they're actually only your own illusion, and they're only in your own head, okay? And that is why I think that this Ace of Cups is in the reverse this month, is because you are getting stuck in your own head. So really, really make sure that you work on, you know, shedding those illusions and shedding those negativities, because then that Ace of Cups then will be able to open up for you, you know, in the next few months, kind of coming up down the line. Okay, and then for the Four of Wands in reverse, you got the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is, can definitely speak to, you know, the single happy woman card, or single happy male, it doesn't matter, the gender is never specific, it's just whatever's on the card that I talk of. But it's definitely, you can see like she's really happy there, you know, she's got her wine, she's got her book, she's a beautiful sunshine, she's got her 9 pentacles sitting in her tree, and there's beautiful apples on there, and she's just really content and really happy, okay? So I definitely feel like for this fruition and for this abundance and this kind of, you know, happiness to kind of come into play into your life, you know, soon enough, I feel like you need to kind of become happy within yourself before you can allow this kind of energy to come into play with this Ace of Cups. Okay, so to do with a love partnership or you know, a friendship or whatever it is, whatever this is resonating for you in terms of whether it's a partnership or whether it's to do with love, you know, whatever that is that you're wanting, okay, you know, and wanting that to be that abundance, and you know, wanting that kind of happy ever after, okay? You need to, like I said, shed those illusions, those negativities, before you can then allow yourself to be completely happy with yourself, okay? Before both of these things can turn to the upright and come into fruition for you in the next few months down the line, okay? So you really need to work on basically shedding your negativities and shedding your illusions and negative thought patterns about how you perceive, you know, this love situation or this partnership or whatever that is for you, or that passionate kind of new beginning. You need to shed those negativities and just really kind of, you know, love on yourself, you know, do a lot of self-care and really kind of, you know, get your own thoughts and kind of in good positive kind of check, okay, before you can kind of turn those two around, and then you can get your happy ever after and your 10 of, you know, that 10 of Cups, turning that into the upright as well, okay? So yeah, a lot of work on yourself this month, okay, so that then you have that fruition, that abundance coming into play in the next couple of months, okay? So guys, that was your main reading. I hope it resonated. I'm gonna do a few oracle cards now. So we've got the new moon in Gemini is kind of coming up, I think, this evening. So by the time you watch this, the reading probably won't be up before the new moon comes into play, but the energies are, you know, fluid, so they do kind of hang around for the next kind of couple of weeks, okay? So let's have a little look to see what comes out for you guys. So what does Taurus need to know for June? Okay, that was quick. All right, so you got 2. Okay. And I'm going to take a few angel cards, or sorry, I'm going to take some romance angel cards as well. So let's have a little look. What does Taurus need to know for June, please? What does Taurus need to know for June? Okay, there we go. That was also cool. So you definitely want to talk. You got 3 for that. Okay, so I'm going to do the Moonlogy cards first. So I feel like these two came out together and they were like stuck together. So I definitely feel like one leads to the other, okay? So the first one that you got was nothing will come of the situation. Okay, and the second one you got was a new start is coming. So the reason I feel like these came out together is because I feel like at the moment, with everything being the way it is at the moment, if you are continuing to overanalyze things and trying to push things forward too quickly, nothing is going to come of this situation. You're going to get caught in that tower energy. The wheel isn't going to turn forward for you, and all those cards that were in the reverse, you know, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, you know, all those good energies are not going to come into fruition for you if you push it too much this month, if you push forward with action too much this month, or if you get caught up in your own mental kind of thought, okay? So nothing will come in the situation if you do that. However, if you put the work in this month internally, balance yourself this month and really kind of put yourself into, clarify lots of things for yourself, but don't overanalyze it, then a definite new start is coming. Okay, and that's beautiful because all the rest, all those cards that were in the reverse, they all signify that, that a new start is coming. And this is a new moon card as well. So with this new moon, there are all these things kind of coming into play. If you put the work in this month, those things will start to open up for you down the line. So the beautiful, beautiful energy to confirm exactly what was kind of going on in your reading anyway. All right. Now let's have a little look at the romance cards. Okay, yeah, so first one you got out was heart-to-heart conversations, okay? So honestly discuss your feelings with each other, okay? So yeah, I feel like you need to, like I said, balance your thoughts and how you want to, balance out this this Eight of Wands, this illusion kind of energy, this negative kind of thoughts kind of energy, and think about how you really feel. Balance, like I said, it's all about mentality this month. Think about how you really feel about the situation or whoever this person is or whatever the situation is. Have those heart-to-heart conversations and speak from a place of truth and not negativity, okay? So definitely a lovely card there, and then it says flirt, okay? And do flirt. This month is all about, not taking action in terms of jumping into maybe a relationship or a partnership or, into those, very deep kind of feelings or emotions, but, still, have that balance, you can still flirt and enjoy yourself and socialize, but just don't jump too heavily into things, okay? So yeah, extend your lightheartedness to each other. So yeah, definitely. Flirt is a lovely card to have this month because it's lighthearted, okay? And then reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, okay? So it could be that this person or whoever this situation is with, it could be someone from your past coming in, and there could be an opportunity for reconciliation. I don't feel like this is to do with this month specifically. I feel like the energy of this card has got a lot to do with the Four of Wands energy that you had in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups energy that you had in the reverse, and your Ten of Cups energy they had in your reverse, okay? So this month is all about, maybe, yeah, just taking the time to flirt and be lighthearted before that reconciliation can kind of come in the following months to come and turn all of these cards into the upright for you, okay? So yeah, so definitely a month of contemplation and putting things together in your own head before you rush ahead and take action, okay? So yeah, don't move too fast this month. Allow yourself to kind of put your thoughts into place. Don't overanalyze things, and I feel like the next kind of couple of months coming down the line, things are that wheel is gonna start to kind of build momentum. So beautiful, beautiful energy to be having. So yeah, I really hope that this resonated with you guys. If it does, or if it did, please comment in the comment section below, because it's always good to hear from you guys and see how it resonates with different people. As always, guys, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. And I will be back with you guys in July. So have a wonderful month. Lots of love. Bye.